What's up, everyone? I'm CL Connolly, and my niece has been staying with me all week. So, over the weekend, her boyfriend had come over, and he had stayed a couple of days because he was trying to help fix her car. Well, this little one right here kept doing things that, we weren't sure exactly what she was doing, but she's done it to my son, too. At first, we thought she was just playing until we started paying more attention. Sorry, it's kind of dark. We started paying a little bit more attention to exactly what it was that she was doing and her mannerisms and things like that. And then I remembered, you know what? She doesn't like men. Like, it's very rare that she actually go to any man. My dad, my son, my nephews, anything like that. Like, it's very rare that she want to have anything to do with them. So when she went up to him, it was like kind of cute. We thought she was playing. And then all of a sudden I realized I was like, she's not playing. She's not playing at all. What she's doing is she's trying to intimidate him. And yeah, she's not playing at all. And my husband had mentioned the fact that she does the same thing to my son when my son thinks she's playing. And I was like, I've never actually paid attention, because normally when my son is messing with her and playing with her on the counter, I'm usually doing other things, because I'm like, okay, so she's not hanging on me and she's not messing up, my laundry. So I'm like, okay, so I start doing other things because somebody's got her preoccupied. So now we have figured out that she does not, literally, absolutely does not like men. Sometimes she does that to my husband too. And my husband had said something about that. And I was like, why is this not something that I've ever actually paid attention to? And I said, but I'm paying attention to it with him. Most likely I'm paying attention to it more with my niece's boyfriend, because of the fact that, not that he's a stranger, but he's not someone she's ever been around before. So I'm very, very, he's come into our home. He knew she was here, and I basically gave him the rundown as the proper way to approach. I made sure he washed his hands. I made sure he hadn't been sick, all of that other stuff. I was like, I need to make sure that you are. So when we figured out that she's not being nice to him, she's not playing, she's literally attempting to intimidate him, and that her little mannerisms are not in any way cute or okay, then we had to start, okay, so what we need to do is we need to make sure that y'all stay separated. So of course she's on lead all the time whenever she is open in the house anyway. This is the only time she does not have a lead on, is whenever we're in her room. So I had to make sure. That was one of my biggest things. I'm like, okay, I need to make sure that she stays away from him, because this could actually turn into a really bad situation. My niece, on the other hand, she loves my niece. My niece just freak her out a little bit, but luckily after a few days, my niece has gotten used to her and stuff like that. So she's not screaming every time, Aria just pops up. Hey, can you not chew on that, please? Thank you, sweet girl. So anyway, yeah, we are now on the alert when the next time my son comes over, to make sure that she is not attempting to harm him in any way. And I will also be paying a lot of attention to that when my dad's around, because my dad is not exactly a young buck, Hey, please don't chew on that. Thank you. So that is my biggest. What do you have? What do you have? What are you chewing on? Can mommy see? Can mommy see what you have? Let me see. What is it? Are you chewing on something, or are you just making that noise? Because we just, oh, you're still chewing on breakfast. she still has a little bit of her monkey biscuit, blueberry, carrot, zucchini, oat muffin in her mouth. But anyway, so yeah, I was like, okay, so now's the time to really start paying attention, because I know when I know that when she's uncomfortable, I can always tell when she's uncomfortable, but she doesn't actually go to that person. And since she's been going to them, I'm thinking she's okay with it, but it turns out that's not the case. She's not comfortable with these people. So I'm going to be a little bit more on high alert, and it's going to be more, no, I'm sorry, nobody can touch her. We need to just calm that down, because the family is all about wanting to get her comfortable with them. And I can understand that. I can understand that the family wants her comfortable with them. I get that. So we need to slow down on seeing whether or not she's going to be comfortable with them, because she is attempting to intimidate the men. And that's one of the biggest things. Now, when she did it to my husband, you're blocking. When she did it to my husband as well. Hey, please don't chew on that, sweet girl. Please don't chew on that. Okay? Thank you. But when she had done it to my husband at one point over the weekend, he basically shut her down, and she immediately, curled up into him and did her little lip smacking thing and was talking to him and all kinds of stuff, like she was apologizing type of deal. So that's a little different when she does it to my husband, because she can't do that. He lives in the house. Anybody else, we can basically go, okay, you need to leave her alone. Can we just leave her alone, please? So yeah, learn new things every day. It was kind of scary once I figured out what she was doing, and I was like, this is not okay. So yeah, every time he would come in, she would be screaming and stuff like that. But the sounds were, I thought she was just excited to see him. No. So once we figured it out, now we are on high alert with anybody who comes into the house at all. That's just how it's going to be now. Anybody who comes into our house, we are going to have to be on high alert with them, because it seems like she will go to just about anybody who puts their hand out, right? And I think they just need to ignore her now. I think that's how it needs to be from now on. If you come over to visit or anything like that, the guys are just going to have to ignore her, because she's not in any way being nice. Thank you. Yeah. I know she doesn't really care for men. She's always kind of been that way, but normally with men and stuff like that, when they used to put their hand out, like with my son, initially it was to the point where she was like, no, I don't want to have anything to do with you, guy. And she'd back up and scream at him. But then she started going to him. So I don't know. It's kind of weird that she doesn't like men. I don't know if she finds them intimidating and that's why she's trying to intimidate them, or what the deal is, but either way. That chair's too close, isn't it? But either way, keeping her safe, keeping them safe, it's just best that we be, okay, if y'all come over to the house, y'all have to just leave her alone. Don't touch her, don't try to get her attention, just completely ignore her and you'll be fine. And I'm hoping that them ignoring her will basically change her mindset, and she won't be like, oh, you're gonna put your hand out? Well, I'm gonna climb up on you, and yeah. So I'm gonna be more highly attuned and aware of her mannerisms, because I need to watch out for that anyway. And since we don't go in public, I don't have to worry about strangers. I have to worry about strange people out in public. And anytime that we do go out in public, I'm basically like, okay, you have to stay away, and no, you cannot touch her. And it's only been like 5 times. So there you go. But anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Huh. Yeah. That's all I got. So anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe, or don't. I don't give a shit. Do whatever the fuck you want. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday. Oh, speaking of which, okay, so I am planning on Roadkill Cafe being published somewhere June, July. I'm hoping. Crossing my fingers. that this one actually allows me to work just a little bit, because I'm still editing another book that I started in January, and normally I already have them done by now. But anyway, so I'm still in the process of editing that one. I want to go on and edit Roadkill Cafe, because I know how many people are waiting for that one to come out, because I wrote that one in 2023. So it's been talked about. Everything's exciting. I'm so excited for that book to come out. But either way, that's it. Okay, bye!